Hi everyone, my name's Helen French and I'm the Director of Development and Continuing Education at NASW New Jersey. Thank you so much for joining us. Thrilled that I'm here with Dr. Michael LaSala. Dr. LaSala is a professor at Rutgers University, and during his tenure at Rutgers, he's won several awards for innovation in teaching. He's also a recipient of the American Family Therapy Academy's 2017 Distinguished Contribution to Social Justice Award. And Michael is going to be one of our presenters at the NASW New Jersey 2024 conference to be held April 14th and 16th in Atlantic City. His presentation is Working with Families of LGBTQ Adolescents, Coming Out, Transition and Support. So welcome, Michael, and thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. And I so look forward to presenting at the conference this year. You know, it's a great conference. I encourage all the watchers to come. It's a good deal where you can get virtually all of your continuing ed credits in one fell swoop. And there are some really nice, it's very stimulating and educational, but also some really nice parties and opportunities to network. So I highly recommend it.
Well, thank you. You know, last year was our first in person for several years, and it was wonderful feeling the energy of friends and colleagues coming together. So now you are an expert on LGBTQ topics. Why do you think your topic for conference is so important?
Oh, okay. I'm happy to address that. Yes, what we know is that kids who are or youth who are LGBTQ, who are out to their parents, experience lower rates of mental health problems, substance abuse problems, suicide ideation, risky behaviors. Um, they experience these at lower rates than those who are not out to their parents or out to hostile parents. So therefore, as social workers, we need a set of interventions on how to work with these families so that we can help these families become safe havens and protective to this vulnerable population. I became interested in this because as somebody who has studied family therapy theories, there is research and theoretical literature to support that when a child goes from adolescence to young adulthood to adulthood, they need to establish a sense of autonomy from their families, but they also need to stay connected. And in a reciprocal way, parents need to support this. So I became curious as to, well, what about families where a kid comes out as LGBTQ? How does that play a role in that developmental process? And I'll be talking more about that during my presentation at the conference.
Beautiful. What's kind of some of the takeaways you expect attendees at your very popular workshop? What do you think some of the takeaways will be?
I really hope people walk away with a set of interventions that they can feel confident enough to try out in the families with whom they are working. And the three main interventions I'm going to be talking about are joining, which is kind of fancy family therapy language for engagement, which we all know, but how to engage family members when people are in conflict, particularly in conflict around LGBTQ identities of the youth. I'm also going to present the second intervention, which is enactment, how to get family members to have constructive problem-solving conversations with each other in ways that resolve conflict and assist families in adjusting to this new information. And then finally, reframing. Underneath parental disapproval or parental shock or surprise, we know that there are deeper feelings, and what belies those feelings are a sense of love for their children, fear for their children, wanting the best for their children, kids who want and push for parental approval. Really, what they want is they want reassurance that their parents are going to be there for them, that they love them, and that they're proud of them. Those underlying feelings, I think, gird family conflict around these issues. And through the intervention of reframing, which I'm going to talk about, clinical social workers and social workers working with these families will be able to, I think, dig deep and get at those deep motivations.
Beautiful. If you've not registered yet, you can find registration at NASW-NJ.org for our conference, April 14th to 16th, in Atlantic City. Thank you so much, Michael. You are a published author, and I know that you recently had a new book. Do you want to give it a plug?
On.
This was a surprise. I sprung this on him.
Yes, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to promote my books, but I guess I am. So
Yeah.
here is my book on as a, which my conference presentation will be based on. I interviewed 65 families of gay and lesbian youth and their parents and came up with a model of family practice for this population. So there you go. And then my most recent book is meant to be a guide or a textbook for beginning social workers and social work students. And so you can find both of these on Amazon. Order now and get, an amazing set of Ginzu knives. No, not really. But if you order now and if you bring either of these books to the conference, I would be delighted to autograph them for you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Michael. Always a pleasure spending time with you. And don't forget, register at NASW-NJ.org, April 14th to 16th at the Hard Rock Hotel. Hope to see you there, and I look forward to working with you, Michael.
Yes, and I look forward to working with you and seeing all of you out there in the audience to come to the conference.
Beautiful. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.